This video is going to be a shaming video, and I'm going to share with you guys all the mistakes I make in Call of Dragons, step by step, each of them. Now, for some people it may not be actually a mistake, but I'm going to give some solid reasons why for me that was actually a mistake. So I'm going to start with the first mistake, and that was actually before a couple weeks. And this is from this event, this is token recovery. I actually get Madeline. Now I don't use Madeline. I was strong believer that I'm going to build something like Madeline with Skogul and using Kuma with my Goresh for the infantry, because right now I'm looking hardcore over the infantry. So I actually put investment in the Madeline and I little regret over this thing. So this is maybe my latest mistake. From this, maybe I should actually focus over Theodore, for example, or Forundil, and build Goresh Skogul Legion and Kuma Lee Kwan Legion. This is actually the two very nice legions right now in Call of Dragons, especially Kuma. I'm working over this hero, but yeah, in the token recovery I make huge mistake by investing in the Madeline. I really want to take back my how to say it, my tokens and invest it on the other place. I don't regret awakening Bakshi, I don't regret awakening Skogul, I don't regret awakening who else I actually awake here? Yeah, who else? Yeah, also Emrys. I don't regret awakening this hero, but I regret awakening Madeline. So this is the latest mistake. Some other mistakes that I actually do was with the city skin. Now by looking, this city skin is looking amazing, okay? I really like this flagship with this, I don't know, it's something like a fish with open mouth. Now, where is the mistake here? I actually go for the adornment. Yeah, that's correct. I get I get for free the city skin, and I invest 6 tokens in the adornment because I was expecting the magic unit HP bypass to be something crazy. It is crazy, you're killing more faster, but you're getting less merits. And in these days where we are having decorations that cost crazy amount from point of how many merits, it's like 150k the epic one and 350k the legendary one. So I need tons of merits, and this magic unit HP bypass is just not giving me that much merits at the end of the day. Still, I'm killing more faster the Legion. Some people are going to say, but this is important, you're helping your alliance. That's correct. I don't say other ways, but I can just save these 6 tokens and maybe buy the throwback city skin. That was the cavalry one with 10% more attack. I think that was going to be one idea more valuable for my account, and I little regret investing in this adornment that is giving me 3%. On top of that, I'm going to have a city skin for my cavalry, 10% attack, and I'm going to increase what I'm receiving from point of bonuses from city skins. It's going to be like 5.5%, not just 4% what is right now. So I think this is actually a mistake that I did. I'm guilty. So the next mistake that I believe is not focusing over the artifacts. All of my resources and my spendings was focused over the heroes, and with the time I become strong believer that you better have 2 extremely efficient legion on the battlefield from this to have 4 legions where the heroes are awakened, but you don't have the artifacts to these heroes. And this is what I'm currently working on. I'm close to open the example. I need 150 draws from the Forge of Light to get the example. It's going to be a game-changing moment for me. But yeah, my Infernal Flame was level 1 before, like, I don't know, 2 months. My Mirage Orb, I start investing in it. I invest the first artifact. I actually start investing more heavily, let's say it like this, and little abandoning the heroes was Dragon Fate is just because Yumink is broken, these artifacts are broken, and I make some extremely solid combo. And I can even show you some reports I think I have. For example, as you can see, it's like 24k for what was the name? Yeah, 24k for Bertrand Tocher, 42 Lilia Velen, and we're having 23 Thunderlin with Mu, and 67k. This is like 2 times more merits from this Legion. And it's crazy how efficient is this Legion. So back in the days I didn't actually focus over the artifacts. Right now I'm doing that, and believe it or not, the results are crazy. Because not only when you level up your artifact, you're going to receive more damage. For example, Mirichorp from 3000 to 6000, from 1000 to 2000, and some artifact deals bonus. But you also increase your total output of your Legion, and this in the damage do. Damage taken minus 7.5%, damage do plus 7.5%. And by damage do, this includes your rage skills of your heroes, is including your normal attacks, is including all of the damage you're doing and all of the damage you're receiving. It didn't actually matter how you receive this damage. So I think it was a mistake for me back in the days, putting everything for heroes, not actually caring for the artifacts. And yeah, right now I'm trying to fix this mistake that I make for the past like 2 years playing Call of Dragons. The other mistake is the pets. I have never invested anything in these small little creatures. And believe it or not, but the total output damage of your Legion, 20-30%, is actually from the pets. Now if you check some rally report, if you check your own report, you're going to see that the pets is playing huge role in the damage. And even I can actually go and maybe get the battle summary. This is from the heroes, 820k. This is from my war pet, 18.8k. On the other side, from the point of healing, the war pet is getting some healing to the legions I actually hit. But this number can be way too big from just 18.8k. And as you can see, 162k is from the artifact, because my artifact is level 5 and is having additional effect for my Yuming to do even more damage. So I strongly believe that this 18.8k damage can be increased by a lot. And the thing with the pets is they're having crazy critical rates. What I mean by that is, for example, for my Sapphire Farjurak, this is level 2 or 2-star Magic Fortune. And this 2-star is giving 30% critical rate. 30% critical rate of the damage of the pet. And when I go over the skill upgrade, the next level, I don't know if I can actually see the next level what is going to be, but yeah, the next level from 2-star to 3-star is going to be 50% critical rate. And you can imagine how much damage this pet is going to do with critical rate. Right now it's 95 plus 384, which is something like 470, something like this, 470 something. This is the damage of the pet, no diffusion, nothing. If you have 50% critical rate, this is going to just make this pet hitting close to same amount like your heroes. It's crazy. And this is the reason like 20-30% from your total damage that you're doing with your Legion is actually the pet. On top of that, you're having also critical damage, which is right now like 65. It can go to 109% critical damage. 50% critical rate, 109% critical damage. Just wild how much damage a pet can actually do. So this is the other mistake. I didn't actually focus that much over the pets. Right now I'm trying to build my pets. I already built to somewhere the Seraphic Farjurak. Right now I'm working over I also have this pet that I have to just continue do some regenerating, so you know, to have better. I actually have good, I cannot say is good intelligence, but the spirit is very bad. I mean, but the spirit is very good because it's actually giving like 3 legions in total. I'm going to hit with this pet. So my pet is something that I didn't actually focus. Again, I have never invest in my pets. And by invest, understand buying some packs, and you can actually, you know, build your pet very nicely without even spending over them. But with the time, I think this is one of my mistakes that I did in Call of Dragons, is just not focusing over one pet. If I have to sum up, the pet mistake is not focusing over one pet, building this pet, making this pet stronger, and then jump on the next pet, building this pet, making this pet stronger, and go like this. I was trying all of the pets to build them equally. Even one of the pets that I'm going to replace is my broom bear. I invest in this thing. Some of the spells is actually really expensive, I'm not gonna lie. Angry Roar is actually an expensive one, for example, but most likely I'm going to replace broom bear with venom lizard, and I'm going to need spells like this that cost so much. Those skills are costing. So I need to focus over the pets, and I focus, but I didn't focus back in the days. So I think this is also a mistake that I did. Now, from point of troops, I think I did something right there. Right now I have like 10 million. Right now I have like 10 million total units. So one of the targets that I was trying to hit is to have decent free healing per day. And I can actually say that I have decent healing per day. It's like 1.2 million per day free healing. So I can basically do whatever I want with my legions. But still, my legions, even after close to 3 years playing Call of Dragons, there is still places that need to be, how to say, need some investments. And I think, even though back in the days, if I was investing in the artifacts, most likely I was not going to have this hero. So, you know, you can say, but if you don't invest in your heroes, you're not going to have strong heroes, but you're going to have strong artifacts. It's just so think the whole building in Call of Dragons. But yeah, it is what it is. And this is honestly some of the mistakes that I was thinking lately. And yeah, guys, if you enjoy this type of videos where I'm sharing my mistakes, so at least people think over this thing. Maybe they maybe they will not agree, but maybe my arguments is going to be solid for them, and they think over this topic and actually make their account one idea better from what was yesterday. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Other mistake that I was thinking so far, I think I don't have, or maybe just one more. Yeah, one more. I didn't actually focus over the infantry. I make my Goresh 5551, but my Skogul right now is Awakened. It was like 5111. I didn't put anything over this legion, and believe it or not, Goresh and Skogul is a merit sprinting machine. Right now I'm trying to correct this mistake by going for Kuma, slowly investing in this bad boy so I can actually make him more stronger, because right now this is the best hero in Call of Dragons from point of infantry. Is very, very solid one. Everywhere I look, I see Kuma, which is absolutely wild. Not gonna lie, it's absolutely wild. But just the game present this infantry, and honestly, from season 1, 1+, season 2, 2+, some people are going to say, but what is this season 1+? Back in the days was like this, okay? We are having this infantry was not something that people wanna use on the battlefield. Everybody's with mages, marksmen, cavalry but no infantry, especially with the barricades which slow on top of that the infantry, and it was like big pain for people who decide even to go with a single infantry legion. But yeah, right now from point of infantry, my target is going to be, since I finished with my mages, okay, I don't think I need anything else to invest in the mages. Maybe because generation 4, which is Yuming, is fully awakened at 6-star, Grumara is fully awakened at 6-star, so I don't need to invest anything else in the mages. Right now I'm looking for the infantry. Believe it or not, the infantry is just generating so much merits. Something good that I did in infantry direction is I have like 2.2 million infantry. That is crazy number. It's even more from how many Vestals I'm having. It's less from the Celestials, but it's close to the Celestials, because I know just the game switched to more infantry, and some of the infantry reports that I'm receiving is absolutely wild from people who actually invest in their infantry. So I can say this is the mistakes I did. If you have some mistake that you did, you can share it in the comments below. There's no shaming stuff. Don't forget to like the video, also subscribe. I wish you a great day and see you in the next video.